There's a limit to motivation. It can only take you so far. What I'm trying to say is motivation is declining. Ectomorph, as they say. And if I drop those calories, I'm gonna lose a lot of muscle. I need a double scoop of pre-workout. Super sleepy, man. Just had 4 hours. One objective of this competition is to battle body dysmorphia, to battle the insecurity, to keep the focus within, to just compare ourselves to yesterday and who we were last year. First of all, thank you guys for the support in the previous videos. It's all the inspiration I need to make more. This informs me that I'm putting up somewhat valuable information to you, something that you can apply in your own fitness journey. Or if you're just curious and want to follow along what a men's physique competitor does on the natural side. Us natties do not get enough credit. I don't think there's a difference between training as a natural and training as enhanced. This is still gonna be the same attitude, the same principles, and the same hunger. You're gonna have the same attitude and approach to training. So here we are in the first workout of the week, of the deload week, except this chest workout is actually not a deload week style. I wish I used less poundages and didn't use the real muscle building type rep style. I wish I just went a little bit more chill with it, but I don't regret it because the reps I don't do are the only reps I don't grow from. So I guess that was the last hardcore workout. The next workouts follow after that, my back and my legs, they were all just huff and puff sets, just trying to rep it out, and also a lot of experimenting and feeling out of some exercises where I try something unconventional or something I haven't done before. It was the perfect opportunity to do so that I can apply it in the next week. One example of that is the pronated chin-up, or is it supinated? I don't know. Pronated, I think, is palms facing your face, but I do them in a very slow style. I'm thinking about the lower lats here, where I'm pulling the bar leg almost to my sternum, not even my chest, just to my sternum, letting my lower lats pull myself up, and then slowly driving myself down, and just feeling that portion of the latissimus dorsi just stretch and open up. That is my main weakness back then when I competed in the NPC, which is a big mistake. I looked like a twig compared to those guys, but I still didn't see any separation between my lower back and my actual erectors. It didn't look complete, so my back looked flat. It wasn't impressive at all. Then I tried this Smith machine thing. There was no weight on the bar, but it felt the contraction was really at maximum at the top, almost in my upper trap, mid trap, upper trap region, which I really wanted to target. I'm still debating whether to include this or not because to me it looks really silly and I don't like doing it in public. There's a lot of things I don't like doing in public, but this is probably on that list. During this session, all the cables were taken and even the rear delt fly machine was taken, so I had to do rear delts the old-fashioned way, which is rear delt flies. I used to do something called rear delt. I don't know if I can say it here. It's rear delt suicides. It's basically 30 reps of doing both hands. You're raising with both hands, and then not 30 reps. I think 15 reps doing both arms, and then right after that it's just 15 reps doing the left arm, 15 reps doing the right arm, and then after that I would superset with a drop set of face pulls. So imagine the pain. Also, that I learned that what you superset first with grows better. That's why my left side is actually more developed than my right side. My left rear delt is more developed than my right rear delt. Keep in mind, I've been doing that protocol for 4 or 5 years. Oh, it's been so long ago. I don't know how I came up with it, but I just tried it and the burn was real. I started with really light weight, but it goes to show that if you prioritize a muscle group for at least 3 to 4 years, you're going to see some improvements. I've started incorporating some external rotations as well, using the resistance band during my weak point training and cardio sessions. I think they're an integral part of healthy shoulders. I mean, your rotator cuff has to be stable and strong for most pressing movements. It only makes sense to me to actually do these, or at least give it some love. One thing I will vouch for is the Cuban press. You can do this with a very light barbell or a stick, or just these light dumbbells. Basically, you're just bringing your elbows to your to shoulder height, and then externally rotating the shoulder and then pressing it above your head. During my early years, way back in 2013, I had problems with pressing movements where my shoulders would hurt. But the Cuban press helped with that. It helped resolve all the pain. It's almost 4 a.m. and I'm scheduled to go to the gym today. But I've reached the point of physical burnout, mental burnout. I don't even want to go. I don't want to go. I decided to take a deload for this whole week. Just the new stimulus, the accumulation of all the of all the workouts and the stress of preparing for this is catching up to me, and my body's not used to it. I think I just have to give it a little bit more time to recover. I'm waiting for this moment. What I mean is to actually run out of willpower, to actually run out of motivation, because I want to know how far I can push past it. And this is not dramatic music I laid over, it's my speakers. There's a limit to motivation. It can only take you so far. And I'm almost at that limit. Like yesterday I was 100%, then the beginning of the week it was 100%, and then it got down to 80, 75. Just kept going lower and lower with each session. Because of the fatigue, I'm feeling it. Even though I'm really excited for this prep, the body is telling me something. And now that I've almost reached that point, I want it to come. I want the willpower to completely drain and see who I am at the other side of it. Yeah, given that it's a deload week, I decided to just go pump up in the gym. I'm not gonna do my cardio or my routine stretches. I just wanna go to the gym, pump up, huff and puff sets, pump and dump sets. Yeah, that's what I call them now. I'm supposed to do my chest workout at night, at 9 p.m. later, but we have other plans later, so I'm gonna postpone that and move the chest workout to now. So that's exciting. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pump up. It's a deload anyway, so it won't matter what I do, as long as I just get some blood flow, get some activity in. One interesting thing to note about this session is that my rep styles are different, and my rep ranges as well. I'm doing 12 to 15, but super lightweight, as opposed to my actual muscle building sets where I slow down the negative with medium weight and hold at the most difficult part of the movement, keeping tension on that muscle. But here, I'm just doing bro reps. Basically, to me, these are just useless reps, but it was necessary for the deload because I had to take my mind off of the bodybuilding mindset for a little bit, because not every workout is gonna be a rock star workout. Jay Cutler said that, and I think he's right. You can't be 100% all the time, and this deload week is gonna help me reset probably the neural adaptations or something like that. It was fun to just go to the gym and pump up. Of course, this is always followed up by a mandatory pump check. One thing I want to note here is that pump is better, which is a sign of recovery, well, at least for me. Another thing would be one of my biggest insecurities right now. I don't know why I'm developing back and chest acne. Started developing them, I think, a few years ago due to emotional stress. I know that was the trigger, but now I think it's because of because of my diet, or maybe just the recent stresses of life. I don't know, but genetically I've always had acne on my face, and now it's on my back and my chest. I'm trying to figure out what is triggering it or what's causing the breakout, just so I have better looking skin when I when I step on stage. I do get accused of being on performance enhancing drugs because of the acne. It does hurt me because I don't know. I know it doesn't look good, but acne is solvable. At the same time, it's also a compliment to be accused of being on steroids when you're you've been a lifetime natural. It means you've achieved a certain look that to other people looks enhanced. So at about 15 weeks out, the lower abs aren't popping yet. I am at a lower body fat set point. I've already done most of the hard work last year. When I was 190, I dieted down to 153, and then I bulked back up to 165 or 170 along that range, and we're going back down again to at least 135. Then 4 a.m. rolls around. I think I did cardio for 30 minutes, 12 incline and 4 speed. I was watching Kai Green, yeah, Kai Green documentaries. The poll session was supposed to be at 9 p.m., but I drank Tim Hortons coffee. The caffeine hit me so hard, I couldn't sleep, so I just went to the gym right after work at 9 a.m. Same rep styles, just bro reps, just experimenting with some exercises, trying to feel them out, choosing which one would be critical to my back development for the next 15 weeks. Focus right now is the lower lats. I want the separation on the lower lats and the thickness of the erectors. So a lot of my exercises target those muscle groups, those body parts. We are making patties again. I was feeling a little bit of fatigue. I just didn't want to, I was just in denial. I didn't want to admit that I was fatigued. Uh, Turns out high intensity training, 6 days a week, is taxing. I don't know how bodybuilders do it. And at the professional level, it gave me so much more respect, so much more appreciation for uh, what it is they do, or what we're trying to do, rather. So I've been taking it easy in the gym these past 3 days, just uh, pump and dump sets, just doing what I feel, and experimenting with some exercises that I would be doing next week. The ones that I feel are going to be critical to my prep. Lately, I've been feeling that the strength is coming back. Well, not the strength, but the enthusiasm, the let's say the vigor, the initial vigor that I lost is coming back. It's creeping up again, which is a good thing. I will take that as a sign that my body is recovering. I think my nervous system is getting back on track. So I noticed that I recover really slow. You know, just like in my earlier years, I used to train 3 days a week. Those are really high intensity. It's a powerlifting program, and I recover really slow. I need like at least a day in between where I don't do anything. Now I'm training 6 days a week, and then doing cardio. I think six on top of that, 5 times a week as well, plus some weak point training. So that's like 11 total sessions per week. It's really draining. It's super draining. My body has to catch up. Mentally, I'm there, but my body has to catch up. So I have to listen to it, see what it wants. Just, blindside a little bit, because we're going balls to the wall next week. We're going to ramp up the intensity again. I just woke up, and I'm preparing my breakfast, which is, that's burger patties and rice and broccoli, just like before. I woke up at 163.9 pounds, which is our new lowest weigh-in. I don't know how that happened, but my diet was real crap earlier this week. I haven't been hitting my protein. I still have been doing my cardio really religiously. Maybe that's a factor to it. Not really overeating, not really going over my calories. Still at a deficit, so maybe that's what contributed to it. But still, I'm not satisfied with the quality of my diet. I want to make it more fine-tuned. I don't want to get used to just eating ice cream and cereal. Because most of my carbs are coming from ice cream and cereal. I want it to come from whole foods, rice, potatoes, and vegetables. Now, during prep, in the earlier weeks, it's very tempting to just go at a very aggressive deficit and lose all that fat. But I'm built like a skinny kid, I'm an ectomorph, as they say. And if I drop those calories, I'm gonna lose a lot of muscle with it. I'm always tempted to just slash some calories and keep losing weight. but you know, we're natural. We can't maintain muscle during a cut. It's just not possible. You are going to lose some mass. We don't have any substances to use to maintain that while on a deficit. So it's important for me to take it slow. Remember to trust the process. Just let it run its course. Right now, we are eating at 3,000 calories, 410 carbs, 189 protein, and about 65 fat, something like that. I track it on my fitness pal. I always forget what I'm just looking at the bars. Super late for my leg workout. I work at 12 and it's now 10 p.m. So I only have like an hour and a half. But today we're gonna need a double scoop of pre-workout to tide us over. Yeah, I need a double scoop right now. Maybe even triple scoop it. Super sleepy, man. Just had 4 hours of sleep. Not enough. Not enough for an introvert like me. Take my creatine with the pre-workout just for convenience. I don't have protein right now. So it's the only time I can take it. I can't take it with anything else. Where am I going to put it? My coffee or my cereal? No. I'm going to put it in my pre-workout. On Saturdays is my last strength training session. It's going to be legs. It's a deload week still. So I'm just going to keep it light. Just rep it out. But I'm itching, man. I'm itching for next week because I want to go hard. I want to incorporate the slow rep kind of training, the high intensity, slow negative rep style. I think I'm recovering well with this deload week. I really needed it because I wasn't just exhausted right after my last lean bulk week. I was probably fatigued like weeks prior to that because I was going hard weeks prior to that. Deload is warranted even though it's included in within my weeks of prep. I hope I did a good decision. Sort of panicking a little bit about my macros because it's 3,000 calories. It's a little bit ambitious of me to keep them high, but again, I'm doing cardio like 5-6 times a week, so I hope everything balances out. But I am in panic mode. Next week I want to actually get the scale moving. I want to lose some weight. I didn't do cardio on the 4 a.m. session, I just did arms. Overall, I'm not proud of this week. My diet was crappy for the past 2 days. I think I went over my calories. Instead of 3,000, I think I'm eating 200 calories over. Right now we have 300 grams of raw chicken breast. No, not raw chicken breast. 300 grams of chicken breast, measured raw. Don't eat raw chicken breast. And a salad. It's a salad I ordered from takeout. One more day before I actually go into a deficit. I'm excited. We're gonna go do 2,700 calories and see if we lose fat with that. I know I've said this earlier, but I'm really itching to like get back on the grind. I really enjoyed the deload week because I know I'm recovering. The vigor is coming back, and I think my nervous system has recovered. I hope it's well equipped this time because I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna torture it next week.